This is the history of Baidu Search Engine, from the angle of its interface in the text, from June 2000 to August 2011. These snapshots are taken from the Wayback Machine, a digital time capsule created by the Internet Archive. In fact, for many Chinese people, Baidu supposedly became their first access and impression of Internet. Baidu has changed the people's way of online experience and also changed itself on both interface aspect and function aspect. So let's go back to the starting point and revisit some unnoticed details. In Baidu's embryonic period, you can hardly recognize it as a search engine. You cannot even find a standard search button on a web page. This is because at the very beginning, Baidu only served as an embedded search engine from backstage for some portal sites like Sohu or Sina. After around 2 years, Baidu eventually jumped from the back to run its own business and officially put its Chinese search engine into the market. In the front page, we can see there was one search button and the 4 initial tags: web, news, flash, and updating information. The latter 2 tags stayed on the bar for 2.5 years, then were dropped. The layout of the homepage is fairly simple and crystal clear, which is regarded as the prototype of Baidu search engine, indicated as a very classical search engine model for Chinese people. Then, moving to the March 2003, the new tag MP3 popped onto the top bar, whose advent caused both rapture for its users because people can now download music free, but the trouble for it due to the suit that Baidu abused commercial copyright of MP3. Although in the very end Baidu won the lawsuit, to some extent this win implied some stains and incoherence of China's management and the politics of the copyrights. After that, Baidu improved its top bar by adding some sites, Tieba, and local, which later transferred into Baidu Maps. The Baidu Tieba, or post bar, afterward became the largest Chinese communication platform. Then, in 2004, some new functions like dictionary, calculator, airfly schedule surfaced. These plug-in products formed the very first generation of Baidu Search Engine's user-friendly promotion. From then on, more and more products like those were invited ceaselessly. August 6, 2005 is a big day for Baidu because it succeeded in being listed on Nasdaq. And sometime later in the same year, Baidu surpassed Sina and finally became the boss in China's website industry. Then, in August 2005, Baidu Knows was born, providing users with a query-based searchable community to share knowledge and experience. Meanwhile, the increase of tags leads to the birth of the More button, just like what Google did. In 2007, the layout of the Baidu have progressed into a higher level, more designable and good-looking, and then the Baidu searching button was transferred into Baidu Wait button. Apparently, it's another mimic of Google, and the specific version for senior people emerged online. The special part of this version is that the contents fonts become larger and easy to read, which is considerate for senior people and mirrored the Chinese traditional virtue of respecting the old. Then, around 2010 to 2011, other new stuff such as handwriting search, traveling, online dating, etc. come into the homepage and stay and were dropped into the More. So basically, from the very beginning to now, there are only 2 tags remained intact, which are web and news.